Oh, because I've never experienced anything like this. Losing grandparents, that type of thing. You have the loss, but it's nothing like this. Like losing your brother to him taking his life. Wouldn't wish it on anyone. So I think if I reflect back at the 100 days-ish, it never leaves you, like the thought, constantly there. I'm not worried about or thinking that something's going to come crashing, because I'm at the point where I know it's going to happen. So I'm almost mentally prepared for it hit me out of nowhere. And I think what I've learned in terms of that is I've got good at processing it, I think. So I've almost consciously, subconsciously, whatever it is, put mechanisms or processes in place to help me deal with it, I think. Case in point, I always go on about it. Every time I feel down, really down, I'll do a video diary entry. It's just a default thing I go to now. Get my phone out, bam, do it. And I think that helps because I had that counselling session yesterday and he spoke about, because I told him what I do. I told him I'd do that, and I told him I'd do this. And I said, I'm doing the counselling. So there's 3 things really, 3 avenues I'm doing, along with like creativity and doing music as well. So I'm quite fortunate, I think, especially having the music with creativity, because I can just release it in that way. The video diaries anyone can do. You could always write down. I think that's another good thing to do. And he said the reason what you're doing there isn't beneficial. And you mentioned before. He says you're taking what's in your subconscious and bringing it forward into your consciousness. So you are aware of it, and then because you're aware of it, you can then sit in it and label it and push through it easier. So I think that's a good thing to do, is whatever's in your subconscious, bring it forward, whether in any way that you feel works for you, whether that is writing down, doing video diaries, whether it is doing voice notes maybe. So I think because I know that I have go-to things that I do, I'm not worried about these waves and crashes and stuff. But because I just know that they're going to come along. Was that the question?
It's like...
Was that just a rambling... I was basically doing just rambling there, wasn't I?
This is our therapy.
Was that the question though, was it?
It's kind of like, what I asked was, has the weight increased or less? And
has the weight increased or less?
Does it come up? Does it come down? Because obviously I said that it does.
What do you mean by weight then?
So the weight of us losing Mike and the suffering of grieving over him. What I'm asking is like the 100-day thing, giving kind of self-analysis. Do you find that it's increased, decreased, stayed the same, or is it?
I see.
What I'm saying is, for me, it's up and down, right? It's I don't think the weight's decreased at all. I just think learning to cope with it a little bit better through stuff that we've talked about in terms of naming it, and I can just...
Yeah, I see what you mean now. Okay. The way I look at it, in terms of has it increased or decreased, it's a really good question, and I didn't even answer it, did I? I went off on a tangent, didn't I? That's what I do on my video diaries. You've got an insight to that. I think the way I look at it is the weight of it stayed the same, still heavy. The way I like to see it is I've grown stronger. So it hasn't decreased in how heavy it is. It's just stayed the same, and I'm stronger for it. I feel like I'm getting stronger every day on the back of it. So that's the way I've seen it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel lighter per se. the weight of the event and what's happened to us, and losing my brother like that. But I feel I'm able to deal with it and handle it better and better, and understand what's going on with myself more and more and more. I think this is it's been a really interesting period, to be honest, because it's very cliche, but you really find out who you are and what you can handle and how strong you are. I think we spoke about it before, but it shapes you and it changes you, but it doesn't necessarily have to change you for the worse. It can change you in a lot of ways for the better as a character and as a human being. So that's how I'd answer it. It might sound a bit, I don't know if it sounds cheesy, but just the way I see it, instead of it being heavier or lighter, I see it more around I've grown mentally stronger because of it, I think.
Yeah.